This is the One Life Podcast, hosted by Todd Lawrence. In this episode,
tore my ACL. I was running, turned over the shoulder, my leg stayed in the ground.
How did you prepare yourself to get ready for college, you said?
That was like the first taste of what it's like to be a professional athlete.
What was the experience like, the crowd difference from playing in America to going overseas? What's the aim?
Right now, I'm just worried about when we get to Mexico, we come back with a ring.
Welcome back to another episode of the One Life Podcast with your host, Todd Lawrence. And this is episode number 37. Today, we got some more great, inspirational, motivational talent in the building, sharing the microphones with us today, man. We got my man, JJ Hopp, man. He's a two-time Offensive Player of the Year in college for football, MVP, senior year college, 2019 honorary mention wide receiver junior year of college, 2018 anonymous first team all conference wide receiver senior year 2019, the Don Hanson all-American wide receiver senior year 2019. It keeps going, CGS Senior Bowl game 2019, New York Giants local tryouts 2019, Tennessee Titans rookie camp 2019. Man, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my man. This is One Life Podcast episode number 37. We got my man JJ Hopp in the building today. Yeah, JJ.
Hell of an intro. Wow, yeah.
Hey man, you got a lot of
One Life Podcast.
a lot of accolades right here, a lot of accomplishments. Like I didn't even get to mention. Hold up, his senior year. This was senior year of college. Your stats was 1,144 yards receiving, 11 touchdowns, and 62 catches. My man was on fire. You still on fire, ain't you?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Where was that at? What college did you go to?
Washburn University.
Washburn.
Topeka, Kansas.
Where at?
Topeka, Kansas.
Topeka, Kansas.
Yeah, it was out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a journey just getting there. Didn't even get recruited in high school. I didn't play senior year, you know.
No, listen. Y'all gotta know. They don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is one of my best friends from my childhood, growing up, elementary school, middle school. Man, he actually came all the way up from Montville, New Jersey, today, man. And that's where you was born in Montville, right?
Yeah,
Kind of, yeah, New Jersey. Raised in Montville, born in New Jersey. He came with my man Booker. Shout out Booker McLean here in the background, man. Yeah, we got the boys in the building today. One Life Podcast, episode 37. But yeah, let's jump right back into. You got that big ass ring. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Soon it's gonna be the Super Bowl ring.
Oh, we about to get that ring down there in Mexico. That's for sure.
In Mexico.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So talk about this. Like, we was playing football in elementary school together.
Yeah.
What was the Montville Broncos?
Broncos, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we was on the C team. We was on this B team. Were you on the B team?
Wait. What was the B team?
Central.
I think I started. Didn't I start? Yeah, we all started.
He was on national though.
Oh, they was doing favorites back on the Broncos.
Yeah, nah, y'all was playing. I was on the B team. Just want that to be noted. I was on the B team my whole middle school. They never brought me up. I don't know why it was. I don't want to put it that way, but the coaches had their sons playing. Of course, you want your sons to do
always
great.
happens, right?
Like, they're great guys. I was still chubby at the time, so I'm not.
Nah, he lying, bro. You was never chubby, dude.
I was thick. I didn't get abs till 13.
He said once I started fucking.
That was a long time after that. I was a good kid through school.
Yeah, you was, and we was in the suburbs, man. We was black boys in the suburbs. They was just
nothing for us.
Yeah, they was just friendly with us at the time.
You're so cute with the.
Not even that. We was just good friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I feel like after high school when they started liking black dudes.
It wasn't popular
like
until you remember when the guys was doing all the light skin faces. Shit. That's when it.
That's when they transition.
That's when they transition. And then I went to Kansas, and it's a little different there.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. But yeah, talking about like middle school and high school playing together, you always was the dude that like was like unique when they came to like special teams and shit. Booker was on special teams a lot too. He was quick as hell. Yeah, y'all was on the special.
That's Jamaican blood, man.
Right. And you always could jump mad high. Like the
That's
coaches would always tell you like,
that's why my last
Hop.
name.
Yeah, that's where it come from. Right. Yeah. Yeah, man. So you said, well, what happened your senior year of high school? Because I moved freshman year. I was playing with y'all boys freshman year, and then that's when I moved to Pennsylvania from New Jersey. Yeah, I left y'all boys. How was the season? What happened?
We could have used you.
Yeah,
you know, see what happened in high school. We went 0-11.
0-11?
Sophomore year, I was playing. I was the only sophomore playing on varsity, and bro, that was the worst football. Well, second. It was the worst football I've been a part of. We didn't win nothing. Junior year came in, we won 3 games. That was a big accomplishment, which is crazy to think about. Yeah. We had 2 regular, then they felt bad for us in the regular season because we only had 2 wins that they gave us like that consolation game. Okay. And we won that. And then going into senior year, I went to a camp because I was trying to get recruited because we're playing wing T football. If you don't know what wing T is, I'm a receiver right now. All you do in wing T is hand the ball off. Okay. And just run it like that.
Right. So when I'm playing barely any passes.
No passes. Oh, not even wing T. We were a triple option. We were like Georgia Tech, Navy, Air Force, running that. And I'm trying to play receiver. Like, that's just not happening.
Very minimal, like pass plays.
I was playing running back in there and leading in receiving as a running back.
And as a junior in high school?
Yeah, junior. I definitely was leading the team for receiving as a running back, which it just don't make sense. And then I was trying to get recruited. I was at a camp at Morris Catholic, Old Turf. I was playing DB. This is the last day I ever played DB. I realized my place after that. I realized my place was not in
Booker,
DB.
you was there with him?
Nah, just my dad. Just my dad.
Yeah.
So the bad thing about it, we were in spring, so it was a track meet. It was a big track meet. I let Booker down and a couple of the team because I was like, this is an opportunity. There's like Division I coaches here. Okay. Division I guys. Like, I got to get my way up because no one's looking at me. I don't belong getting on these D3 looks, this and that. So I go to the camp. They're telling me, oh, DB, this and that. I do it. Tore my ACL. I was running. Turned over the shoulder. My leg stayed in the ground because the turf was so damn old. It was those Adidas 5-star cleats. Yeah. The 5 studs stuck it, tore it. I just remember sitting in that car with my dad, taking that long ride in the Jeep, just all the way back, just going like, this can't be real. Like, this can't be happening. Yeah. Like, we're sitting there just thinking of all the best scenarios, praying for it, sitting in the hospital, getting the scans. And my junior year was done for.
Of high school.
Yeah. Track was done. We were doing great. Me and Book was leaving every track meet with like
dusting them.
6 medals. Yeah, 4 medals. You could only do 4 events, but we'd be leaving with 4 medals. Yeah. Doing all this stuff together. And junior year's just cut off like that. But so senior year didn't play at all. They tried to get me recruited out, but it was only D3 stuff. I end up going to JUCO in Brooklyn. Okay. ASA.
From the suburbs to JUCO in Brooklyn.
Yeah. It was so bad. We was at a pizza shop, and this dude on the team, I don't know if I want to get it. If you know JUCO football, just know who I was with was not good. Okay. Just not
the company.
So the company was.
They were still hanging out in the streets.
They were there because they were an accomplice involved in dealing with some kind of something happening, so they got kicked off their team, and they're from big school. So I'm getting pizza. I step outside to make a call. They're like, "Hey, yo, get the inside." Like, I ain't gonna curse on here. Like, he pulled me back in. It was that bad where we were at in Brooklyn
at the facility.
And I was like, bro. So I lasted there a week and a half and went to prep school, all boys school in the middle of Maine.
In the middle of Maine.
In the middle of Maine, on the side of a mountain. The hill was about this steep. Yeah. And I went to school there for 33 weeks of hell. They worded it as, and damn, you can make it through those 33 weeks. I almost got a couple of Division I offers, but in the end, I ended up going to Washburn with 2 of my teammates from Bridgeton Academy. Yeah, and college was its own story. We can get into that.
Right? Yeah.
It was just underdog everywhere. It felt like.
Yeah, hell yeah. And once you tore your ACL, you said, right? Yeah. How long did it take you to recover? And when that happened, like, what was your mindset like? Were you like, yeah, obviously you weren't like, this is it for me, but like, what was the feeling at that time, like, to make your decision to continue to prevail to somewhere?
There was never a doubt, like, okay, this is it, I'm done. My plan was, I hope, the torch was completely passed. Booker was all on him to do the whole team.
Right, yeah.
With the last game of the year was just like, give the ball to Book. He was playing quarterback. This man snapped the ball. He was running back. He snapped the ball. He was the receiver.
Yeah, he was on some Marshawn Jackson, Lamar Jackson.
All that. Lamar, Hunter, all that.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, my God. That boy, So my plan as soon as I got hurt was, all right, I'm going to play this season.
Right.
I have to make it. I don't give a fuck. I'm coming back.
Right.
So I trained all off season. I tore my ACL in May, the end of May, right before my birthday. No, yeah. It was early May, and I got surgery the day before my birthday. So my birthday was spent on the bed.
Recovering.
I recovered in 5.5 months. So I was able to play.
I was watching your therapy sessions and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was ready to play that year, but it was pointless because we only had 2 games, and we won 2 games that year before the consolation.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was pointless, but I could have played.
Right.
I wasn't ready.
Right.
The body wasn't ready. So
yeah. So then boom. So now fast forward, you sat out your whole senior year.
Yeah.
And then how did you prepare yourself to get ready for college, you said?
That was kind of, I was doing a lot of workouts I could go to here and there. Rutgers had come through my sophomore year when I was playing.
Because your stats were crazy.
As a sophomore, no, I was playing DB. So it was just the fact like, oh, why is this sophomore starting?
Right. Playing
defense. So they came through, had me come through a camp. So I just started going to camps after that. I had some interest from Syracuse, but they over recruited and there's no doors were opening. So I heard about JUCO and I was like, all right, I'm just going to have to get it out the mud through there because I'm not going D3.
Yeah.
Because you can't transfer up. At this point, there's hella transfer rules.
Right.
No one's taking some D3 guy. As soon as you have that label on you, you're not going up.
Right. So your grades was good?
I was short in math.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
But it didn't work against you. Like you was good still because you.
They probably could have made some stuff shake.
I got you.
I could have taken some summer thing. But when I went to prep school in Maine, I just needed my math to pass and everything else. They just I substituted some grades for what I did there because I did better.
Yeah.
You have no distractions. I'm in the woods, snow's up to my knees.
This is freshman year of college?
No, it would have been like freshman year, but it doesn't count. It's a prep school. It's in between college.
Okay.
And that. So I had no distraction.
Right, yeah. Locked in.
Locked in.
Gym, plays.
Gym, workout, talk with the bros and everything.
Yeah.
Fucking video games, back to school, just all day.
Boom.
Nothing else.
And so how did that season go with JUCO?
Well, JUCO, I was there for a week and a half, and I was like, man, F this, bro. That
was Brooklyn.
Yeah,
JUCO's Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was all messed up how stuff was going there. The story is not even relevant. It's just JUCO can be a mess.
Right. So then what was next after JUCO?
I immediately, my parents made it so that I could go up to the prep school. They honestly, I didn't know this until years later. I don't know how they financially got me there because it's not cheap to go to prep school.
God did.
They put the house or something.
And the parents, shout out your parents, man. Great parents.
What? I didn't know this till years later.
They believed in you, yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause eventually, I didn't pay for college. No school.
All scholarships.
Yeah. So that was the whole point. Because I was like, I'm not going to D3 and paying for school when I know I'm better because I'm playing with guys that are, D1 not paying for school. So
yeah.
If they're not looking at me, I got to go get seen. I went to Maine and school was paid for. So
boom.
That worked out. It worked out in the end.
Right. So when you finally got to go to college, you went to Maine, you said, right?
Yeah.
And you did all...
That was the prep school, Maine. So that's the in-between.
Boom.
And then college was Washburn. That's 4 years in Topeka, Kansas.
You did Washburn for 4 years?
Yeah.
That was the
3.5.
Your colors were blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I was paying attention. Yeah. And so you did freshman, junior, sophomore, junior, senior year.
I just left right after my senior year for.
How was that experience going to Washburn and playing ball?
For what? Cultural difference outside of ball or ball?
And everything.
Start?
Yeah. Start just in all.
Culturally, I mean, just to start off, clothing wise, you remember when?
And I don't mean to cut you. Where's Washburn located again?
Kansas is shaped like a rectangle.
Okay.
So just the top right. It's the capital. If you knew,
Of Kansas, yeah.
Yeah, it's the capital.
And Kansas, they just lost. Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, man. We got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm a Bengals fan. I'm gonna keep that shit.
Okay,
so
yeah. I don't got a specific team. Like, I just like to watch a good game. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I stopped playing, I'm like, I just want to see good competition.
Yeah.
Shout out, you seen the Tank fight recently?
Yeah.
What the fuck was how you take a knee, man? Hey.
Back and forth all day about that.
We get back into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Washburn, man. Washburn. What was that experience?
Culturally, this is at a time when the drop, what was it? Joggers. The joggers came in where like it was a drop crotch.
I remember,
Kanye dropped that stuff, and then Justin Bieber was wearing all that shit, and like all the style, the pleather pants. So I'm coming from New York, New Jersey. I got that kind of style. I pull up out there. I'm wearing Chelsea boots and all this. I'm getting clowned.
Yeah,
I'm wearing the latest shit at the time, and I'm getting clowned, bro. They're like, "What the hell are you wearing?"
Ask me about it. Yeah, I'm listening,
bro. So basically, after that, I'm just trying to get used to it. I learned how to two-step my first weekend.
Yeah, you started dancing and shit.
Yeah, you gotta learn. I just want.
Remember I used to dance, bro? Oh
yeah.
man.
Yeah, but that was a different kind of dance.
Frolicking and shit. Yeah. Bro, the suburbs, son. It was the suburbs.
That's what it does. So
blame it on the suburbs.
I know how to do enough stuff. I can go to a country two-step.
Yeah.
You can put me into some Spanish music, get a little salsa going.
Yeah.
Macarena.
Yeah. So you got to experience a lot of culture out there.
Yeah. So that I got culture. I mean, I grew up on a farm in Montville.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. So I grew up on a farm already until, my younger years. So I was kind of background with it. And you just had to get used to it out there. But that was the nicest people I had ever been around. Honestly, like there's some lifetime friendships I made out there. I still get invited, to my teammates' weddings and stuff years later. We haven't seen each other, but it's like, they want me to be a part of it.
Genuine love, yeah.
Invite them to mine, of course. Those are the brothers for life.
Yeah.
So some of the nicest people I ever met out there, overall, everywhere. So, that was just the growing pains of getting out there in the first place.
Right. So, and then playing ball out there, how was your focus playing ball and being in college?
I was locked. I was only there to get an education, see that where it go. But my whole dream in life was, with ball at this point. So I'm not really worried so much outside of school was good. I did my best in school there. I don't know why.
Your grades was good, like playing ball and being.
That was the best I had ever done school wise. So, and I enjoyed learning.
How were the women? How was the women out there? Like, was it you was able to stay focused? They was on you like, oh, you a star on the team, JJ. Yeah. Yeah, you started to let your hair out. Your curls was coming out.
I had the I won't lie. It was like I had some nicknames and all that. We had a bad rep sometimes because there was guys that looked like me.
Yeah.
There was one guy that had my haircut, and freshman year he was just a dog with the women, dog. So I had a bad rep. Right,
he was on the team with you.
Yeah, and I wasn't doing nothing at first. I was good. I was chilling. I wasn't getting in the mix too much. I was trying to play as
enjoying your experience.
Yeah, I was trying to just play as a freshman. I didn't give a shit about anything else.
Right.
I was going out there like one track mind. Obviously years later, I mean, I was a college kid. Whatever.
The parties.
I was throwing them, all of them.
Yeah, at the football house.
It was my house.
Yeah.
So I was arranging.
Whose house? JJ. Say what?
Yeah,
remember that show? Ron's house. That was the shit.
Yeah. It was all great. I would say still like some of the most wholesome people overall are in the center of the country.
Yeah.
Kind of gap. So I would say they're nice, very nice women. Like it's all good.
Yeah, they show love, man.
Yeah, in a very wholesome way. So
you had chicks wearing your jersey and all that good stuff.
We didn't have that. But
oh, like at the games, you wasn't.
No, they don't. It's not like big D1 schools. So
okay, so they're like private games and stuff.
It's not. They're not selling merchandise like that. So yeah, They might come up to you after the game and take photos and get you in trouble.
Right.
Because why are you taking a photo with her? Oh, why she come up to? Oh, well, why didn't you introduce me to your parent? Why didn't you? It just it's a small school.
You know how sticky it gets. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely some sticky moments that I regret. Could have.
No, hell no, no regrets. This is one life.
I was a young boy. You learn from it.
Yeah.
It was great people out there.
Yeah.
Great people.
What was your stats like in college going to Washburn and stuff? Were you like shitting on your teammates and stuff, or were you keeping
I had
up?
a very difficult time at first. Me and the receivers coach just did not see eye to eye. I can't say
it is what it is.
Thinking that,
right? Yeah.
I love the guy, but it just we didn't see eye to eye, and I can't.
It made it challenging.
I'm trying not to say a bad joke that might go out. Anyways, so yeah, we didn't say eye to eye. I'll talk to you. We didn't see eye to eye about stuff. Just he didn't like how I played football, and I didn't want to play receiver how he wanted me to play.
Right. You was on your Antonio Brown shit. Yeah. You was about to walk off the field.
I didn't get my contract yet.
Okay.
And I was out. I'm like, bro, I'm the fucking best. Why am I not playing? He's like, well, you're not blocking. I'm like, so I tried harder for blocking. People are missing blocks. And I'm like, well, what about me? No, you're just not blocking. And then you're not listening.
Right.
And then you don't know the plays. And then I'm like, bro, I'm deaf. I have hearing issues. So yeah, I don't hear the damn play.
And this is sophomore year?
No, this is freshman year. I'm trying to play as a freshman.
Prove your spot. Yeah.
My teammate, shout out Will Hamilton. He got freshman of the year. Well deserved. He played.
Yeah.
But like seeing a freshman on there, I was like, man, I should be out there too. Like,
right.
Nah, there's people in front of me that don't deserve that.
Yeah.
So first 2 years, I didn't really play. I played a little more sophomore year. There was really one guy that definitely deserved it that I had felt in front of me. Bryce is just balling out this whole time. Offensive player of the year 2 times. With
Same
him.
positions.
Yeah, receiver. He was a slot balling.
Yeah.
But I still believed I should be getting targets and all this stuff. It just wasn't working.
Right.
And then what really kind of saved my career, I was transferring. I was emailing everybody. I was going to sit out a year, go to KU.
Your freshman
Kansas
year?
University, sophomore year.
Okay.
I was already emailing everybody.
Yeah.
I was going to sit out a year. I didn't care because I just felt so like...
You was trying to get what you felt you deserved.
Yes. So sophomore year, I got a little bit more playing time towards the end. People were getting hurt. And then I was going to transfer after my junior year. I was emailing everybody. I had a teammate that had gone to Kansas University. It's a D1 there.
Mm-hmm.
And then going into junior year, this is when I was done. They put me at 6th string heading in there. I was 6th string receiver.
Wow, yeah.
Heading into that season.
That's on the bench.
I'm not touching the field.
Right.
And they kept bringing in like D1 recruits from this school, that school.
Right in front of your face. Yeah.
Like, some of them really good guys. They played well.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, I should be on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You can have them on the field too, but I'm going to be on the field. I'm number one. Put me at X. Put me alone.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone got hurt. Everyone got hurt. That's what happened. Halfway through the season.
And you got your shot.
And then they had no choice but to use me. And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, he's probably offensive player of the year. Oh yeah, we should. You're a starter now.
God's plan.
Yeah. So senior year, there was no question. I was the guy.
Yeah.
That's starting at least. Yeah. Not in their eyes like the star or something, but I was the guy playing. And even my senior year, I was leading the conference by the next guy behind me was 6 to 300. We'll say 300 yards behind me. Mm-hmm. I got benched.
You got benched towards the end of the season?
Yes, there was 2 games left. 3 games left, we'll say.
Politics.
I got benched. Because they're like, yeah, part of us losing the game is like how you're playing. You're being selfish, you're not doing this. I'm blocking.
How are you being selfish?
I blocked.
When you got to get a catch.
Bro, they benched my ass. I was 300 yards over the next guy. I'm 6th in the nation receiving.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like, bro, how the fuck
is this happening?
Am I getting benched? Like halfway through when I decided to stay, our wide receiver coach changed. So Coach Schwinn,
everything happens for a reason.
You know what? Then Bryce, the one that was balling, he came back and coached. And senior year, I'm getting benched the last game, towards the end. On that game, I get benched. The first drive, the guy they put in front of me, God bless, that's my boy, knocked the fuck out. Concussed,
he got knocked out?
The game. They put him on a bubble. That would have been me.
Yo.
Guy whiffed the block. Done.
Clocked him, hit him hard. Wow.
200 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Once you went in?
Went in. Yeah. The
That's
game
what
I got
I'm talking
benched.
about.
I was like, bro.
This is easy. What are y'all doing?
And they were
Stay composed.
Me, yeah. The guy that used to play was like, it's just
part of your
a test. You're gonna play.
This is part of your journey.
Bro.
Yeah, God.
You're mentally. They feel like they gotta mentally get you ready. You're not in. You're not locked in. So I'm like, all right, bet.
And
203 touchdowns. Went into overtime against our rivals. Fuck them still.
Yeah.
Stingers down.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
We lost an OT, and I would have had the game-winning touchdown, just a little behind. Should have threw the PI, but it's
you dropped it?
I didn't drop it. It was just thrown behind me.
Okay, too far. Yeah.
It pulled me, and They won. It's all right. I can't.
Yeah, but you finished that year strong. Senior year, they played you through.
They didn't play. They didn't play with my playing after that. There was no. All right, do you? Fuck right.
And so, were you able to pad your stats up from there to get?
They don't do that in college. I was never the main focal point for them to like. All right, this game we're gonna halfway 3 games into the season we lost our starter, and the coach's son became the starter after that.
There we go. The coaches bet. Yeah, coaches love it. Happens. That's how it happens in sports.
I did 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns with him. I don't get it worked out.
Yeah.
So
boom. Now after college, right? You completed your college year. What were your thoughts like your last year of college playing ball and stuff like that? Like to say to yourself, like, I want to go to the NFL. That's basically the concept. So, right? Was that the concept? Like playing
to go to
yeah, you going. We still going. You still, yeah. So
I always wanted to go there. That was always since I was little.
Once your senior year finished at college, how does that work? Like your coaches was talking to you, like what were you trying to do from there to keep playing ball?
They weren't so much help, I would say, for it. It's really just on you. You just
have film and stuff?
Yeah, you just have to get ready for pro days and stuff like that. So I went to Dallas. I spent half the year there. Played the season. Then I
at Dallas?
No, my school. I basically took time off from school the second half to go train in Dallas for my pro day and stuff. So I was training with other guys trying to get the same thing.
In Dallas, Texas?
Yeah. That's where I did all my training for the pro day and stuff.
Yeah. Wait.
That's where coaches like look at you and time you, get all the numbers. Like you got to train for that.
Yeah. So talk about that experience. Like, I mean, from Washburn, you say you took some time off and then you started looking into getting ready for your pro day.
Yeah. So I went down to Dallas. Patrick Mahomes. Basically, his trainer has a gym down there, and they do a lot of professional training for guys down there, get ready for the 40s, get ready for NFL season. They got MLB guys there. So I was there with guys from, you name it, TCU, NC State, all these big-time D1 schools.
This was a camp?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not a camp. It's you're literally working out for 3 months getting ready for that one day.
The tryout.
Yeah. Basically, your pro day. It's not even a tryout. They're just clocking you.
Put it down a little bit. Put the mic up a little bit. Yeah, I'm listening.
Pull it up.
Yeah, this way, yeah. So it's a little closer to.
Yeah, it's it's not a tryout. You're just like getting timed for everything. And then they're seeing how many reps you do, how high you jump, how far you jump, all that. So that's like the biggest day. Like the combine that's going on, that's for like the top, what is it, like 400 guys, 200 guys? Top 200 prospects. I didn't get into that because I was a small school guy.
Yeah.
I didn't get looked at. My teammate got in. He's still playing.
Yeah.
Definitely deserved it. He's just a freak athlete.
Got in and he's still playing what?
He's still playing in the league. I think he's on the Packers right now. So
shout out your mans. Yeah. You coming next. You getting there. Yeah. So then boom, you was trying out for that. You did your 3 months training.
Yeah. Then
and what was that experience like from coming from college to going to training with now guys that are trying to get in the league? You know what I'm saying?
I'm rubbing shoulders with guys that they're like, all right, this is D1. This is who's supposed to go in. There's freak athletes. They're bigger than you, stronger, all this and that. Not everyone.
Huge size difference?
Size difference, and they had there's not a huge size difference from my position. When you look at football, the biggest difference when you go from level to level is just the linemen, the interior people.
Yeah,
everyone will be your size as a receiver, more or less.
Yeah,
but the athleticism, like like no matter what, if someone's D1 and he started, he's definitely at least solid.
Yeah, super fast, cuts quick, all that shit.
Just because you went D1 doesn't mean that, but they're just at least gonna be solid.
Right.
Yeah, so just rubbing shoulders with guys like that, it makes you better. A lot of competition. That was great. And that was like the first taste of what it's like to be a professional athlete, doing all that, because you're training with everybody doing these things.
Did it break you at all, or like did you have tough days? You fit right in, like because you.
No, I fit with everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you're the small school guy, so you know. Every day is a comparison in your head because you know that you're always getting compared.
Right.
You're thinking here, a GM has to look at you and be like, this guy's worth taking a risk on over someone that went to this big school.
Yeah.
So every day you're comparing yourself to them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good being around them. I gained my confidence because I was like, damn, I could have been D1. I definitely could have. Because if any questions you have, once you get around people that are doing what you want to do in anything in life, let's say with your boxing, you start fighting some good boxers. Yeah.
Now I'm doing comedy, entertainment. Yeah.
Acting. Yeah, you get around some good comics. Funny and then you niggas. Yeah. So that's really what helped a lot of confidence before the pro day.
Right.
I went there. I did fine. I'm not like freak athlete.
Now you damn near you up there.
But like numbers wise,
better than most. Yeah.
I'm not numbers wise. I just did the average for my for the NFL receiver.
Okay.
Average height, weight, speed, all that. So it wasn't like, oh, he's not fast enough. Couldn't say that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like he's too slow.
Right.
Too small? No. Too big? No.
We could work with him.
It should have been like that, but they all want you 6'2" and up, all that.
And how tall are you, JJ?
6'1".
6'1", yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm 6 foot.
You 6 foot. Okay, yeah. I'm 6'2". Shit. Yeah. You had them tall shoes on when you came in the crib.
When they measured me for the pro day.
Some ice?
Oh no, I'm good. When they measured me for the pro day, it humps you a little. It humbles you a little bit. I was a little bit below it, but I'm 6 foot, so that's all we got to worry about. That's our record.
Yeah. What's the average height of them dudes that like go to them tryouts and stuff?
Technically,
like
the average
6 and above. Like
the average. This was just a statistic I was given. The average for a receiver was like around my height, like 5'11", 6 foot, because that's like, I don't know, just normal for that size. But what they're looking for, they all want Julio Jones, 6'2" and up.
Yeah.
They want to find Megatron, 6'5" and up. So, yeah.
What was the workouts like in being in the gym and stuff like that? You had to lift heavier, like
a lot of interval training, a lot of specific speed training. You'll be put in a machine that contorts your body in a way that's like sprinting, so you can do it with more resistance. Very planned out. They plan out the next 3 months of your life: meals, food, what sleep you should get. All of that was written out. So
where was this? This was in Dallas, Texas. You was able to go out and stuff like that during those 3 months?
You can do that.
Right.
I mean, I definitely had gone out, but I wasn't going crazy.
You ain't go to the strip club, yeah. He said, hell yeah, I did. Yeah, Texas is the place.
During that time, no, I'm just wondering if during that time I popped out there. I might not have. I don't think I popped out there.
You was focused.
Yeah, I was chilling, really.
Yeah.
I was really chilling.
Yeah. And they gave you a hotel. They had you in a hotel.
I was staying with my friend down there. Shout out Morgan. She had me staying with her and at her place and stuff. So all friendly, chill. She was engaged.
Yeah, I ain't say nothing. You the one.
Sister,
I ain't say, all right, yeah. Shout out to Big Sis, man.
Yeah, I was just staying there with them. That made it work out really smoothly. The travel and everything. So that actually was really important for me to get my times and stuff up.
Yeah, so now the day came when it was time to perform. What was that like? The day, 3 months of training.
Life.
Boom, yeah.
People go to...
You was nervous as hell.
Everything you do in your life comes up to that moment.
Yeah, the butterflies.
Yeah, everything. So it's almost like a movie played out. I know everything that happened that whole entire day.
Yeah.
From the start, I was in a dirty hotel.
Yeah.
Dirty hotel with my teammate who was doing the trial too. The wake up, the drive, the breakfast, very specific breakfast, getting in there.
Eggs and bacon.
There's something light but for energy.
Gotcha,
I could probably find it in my text.
Yeah. Get to the facility.
Perform. Yeah.
Yeah. How long was it? 2 hours?
It's probably 3 to 4 hours. And we go in there. We had around 10 scouts, so 10 different teams.
Mm-hmm. 10 different NFL teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So everyone got our numbers. They didn't have to be there, but if they thought maybe some talent would be there, they'd be there to check it out.
Yeah. So what they send you through passing drills and
we started off indoor, doing the bench and all that. Then how far you jump, how high you jump. Then you go outside and did all the speed stuff. And I did a 4.56, which is all right. It's not crazy, but
that's still fast.
It's not bad. You can't say it's bad. So it was solid. But still not fast enough to be oh shit, put him on the team just based.
Did you have to bench 345 plates and shit?
No, it's 225. How many reps you do?
Okay.
And, that's just
how many you did?
Strength 7. Nothing crazy.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't need to be that strong.
Yeah. As a receiver,
that don't matter.
Yeah.
If you can't touch me, then you don't got to worry about if somebody,
yeah,
because they're not touching me.
Yeah.
So I ain't got to be worried about, 7 is, I'm strong enough to push a mother off.
The squats is more important?
They don't even test that.
Okay.
But like squatting heavy doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be shifty, jump high, all that. That doesn't correlate.
Right.
Yeah. So you walk through it, do a 40. You don't know how you did until days later. So you're just sitting there with this anxiety of like not knowing, people timing it from afar, but you don't really know what the NFL scouts said.
Oh, because they don't tell you right. Yeah, boom. Yeah.
Tried to talk to the scouts a little bit, get some information. And then my agent was there. He was just like, yeah, all I can do is just text you what they say, and you just got to wait till the draft now. And that's in March. It was like March 30th, March, April, May. So you had to wait like a month or so, or 2 months.
Yeah, after your results, you did your pro day.
Yeah. The draft happened. Those were a long couple days. Saw my teammate get drafted. I was happy for him. Much deserved.
Yeah.
And then, And then it was 2 days after I got my call. I was getting ready to go for a workout with Aaron Aiken, Kamal Jamal. Yeah, we were about to hit the field just to stay ready because my agent was saying, like, no matter what, you can get called at any moment.
Right.
So 2 days after the draft, I got the call. I was literally on my way to the workout. That was a hell of a day. I don't remember shit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember all I remember that morning I woke up, I wrote on my whiteboard like just something like it's still gonna work out.
Yeah.
Like no matter what.
Some motivation.
Yeah, just to like keep me like no matter what, I'm fine. Everything's gonna work out in my favor. Whether I see it or not, it's going to work out in my favor. What I'm doing, just trust the process. Like everything that's happening to you is working out for you in your favor. Just something like that.
Yeah, it's going to optimistic.
Yeah. And I start to go into the I'm completely forgetting the day. Bro, it was a blackout day. I wrote that down, went to the workout. We're starting to warm up. I get the call while I'm there with my boys. So that was a crazy thing. Like they got
the knob on the side.
They got it on camera. They got it on camera. We were sitting there warming up for it, and then I get a call from a Tennessee number. I'm like, who the hell is this? Like, don't be fucking with me right now. So I just happened to answer it because I usually don't answer spams and all that. Yeah. So I got the call, and they're like, yeah, we're bringing you into camp. And man,
I was watching this whole thing. I'm telling you the whole journey because you kept posting all on Instagram. Yeah, I'm clapping. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I didn't post that out because that was just
you post about going to the
I didn't put that moment out there though. Like that was just for me.
Boom, they called you.
Yeah, I didn't put that out. Nobody.
While you were training, you got the call.
We were about to warm up.
Yep.
Yeah, that was an exciting moment in time. So yeah, after that, they schedule everything. You get your congrats and stuff. Unfortunately, the night of the draft, the second day or third day, one of my teammates was shot, like the best friend of the guy that got drafted. So in between that time from that, like that was the guy's greatest moment, greatest day. And his, friend died that same day. So like RIP Dwan. That was crazy. And like 2 days later, I get the call.
Yeah, he was playing ball, the guy that got shot.
Yeah, it was our teammate. That was our corner too.
And he had got drafted.
Yeah. That was Corey's
crazy.
Best friend.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Shout out Corey. He's still balling and stuff. So after that, I go to the funeral for him, and then I'm going out to camp. You get all your congratulations, and yeah, that was just. I knew I was where I belonged when I was at camp.
So you went to camp with the Titans, the NFL Titans.
Yeah.
Tennessee Titans.
In between like the pro day and getting the draft, it was the Giants tryout. I was just super nervous for it.
What was that like? Yeah,
they bring you in.
You went to the Giants field in the locker room and everything.
Yeah, they bring you in. I was there like 5 a.m. They introduce you to the receivers coach and do a little talk. I was one of my trainers was actually two of my trainers played for the Giants, so that was kind of it was probably my in. Yeah. RJ Cobbs and then Doc.
Shout out them boys,
shout
man.
Out them for real. RJ helped me a lot. He was my trainer too, man. He did a lot for me. And I got in. He was probably the reason that I got in. And it was kind of between me and another guy. I thought I was definitely gonna be better because just the film.
Yeah.
He was just getting a lot of screens. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm running pro routes. I'm in.
Right.
And then when I'm there, man, I just shit the bed. I was just nervous as shit. I was
at the Giants stadium.
Yeah, I was just so nervous. It wasn't at the stadium. It was in a practice facility. I just, for some reason, my legs, the jitters, It got me. It was one day. Like, how are you gonna?
What you was doing, dropping passes and stuff?
I don't think I dropped, but my legs were just not moving how they
As
would.
fast. Yeah.
It just was like something was in my legs. I was the jitters. Like you can't take a whole career and smush it down into one day.
Yeah.
And that's all I got was that one day. So that kind of motivated me to be ready for the Titans.
Boom. Yeah.
Because when I was there, I was like, all right, this is still football. It's just fucking football. Lock in. And when I went to the Titans, like
have fun. Yeah. I'm enjoying the experience.
I was open at every route except for one. I got covered. It was a route I never ran before. I only dropped one pass when it was just like we were just practicing passes. Ran a 10-yard out. It was thrown behind me. It still dropped.
Yeah.
You know, I could have caught it with one hand. It would have looked sick.
Odell Beckham. Yeah.
But
you had your blonde hair at the time still?
Nah. So when the Giants brought me in,
so that one hand, it was tough.
Nah, the Giants called me in, and I'm like, fuck, I still got Odell's hair. Like they just released Odell.
Oh yeah. So they
just released him, bro.
You ain't changed it.
This is fun. I dyed my hair jet black.
After they called you, yeah.
Yeah, by accident, I picked the wrong dye. So my shit was jet black, bro. Ah, man, that was a fucking rough moment.
Yeah.
Those years since I went to college and started dyeing my hair, just...
You ain't never lose none. That's a good thing. Yeah, you got the good jeans. You got the Latino in your jeans and shit?
Nah, I'm just black and white.
Bro. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's
German,
the white.
British.
Yeah, it's the white shit.
Cameroonian.
Yeah. That shit, you get in the shop...
I'm Cameroonian.
No conditioner and that. Yeah,
nah, I use all. I have to every time. This gets tangled up.
He's at the black shit come out. So yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So boom, yeah. So you said the Giants. You was at the Giants.
Yeah.
Then you flunked that one. That was just an experience.
Nerves.
So now, boom. After
Titans.
that, now you got a Titans interview.
Yeah. The thing is, when I'm there, that's a 4-day thing. So I had days to go with it. I know I was physically performing well. I was fine. All that, I was like, I belong. They got guys drafted. I'm like, nah, this is when AJ Brown got drafted that year. So
to the Titans.
Yeah, we're in there together. I'm like, okay, so like body type, he's just like, if you made me 2 inches taller.
You was on the field with AJ.
Yeah, we were practicing, like we were on all that together.
What was that like? Yeah, what type of person is he?
I trained with plenty of NFL receivers at this point. I had trained in Dallas a lot of times. Like in college, I would always go there for training for spring. Instead of partying in spring break, I'd be going down to Dallas to train with NFL guys. So like Taylor Gabriel, like one of the craziest route runners, and then just numerous other guys that were on NFL
gave
teams.
You great like insight and just
so training with them, my confidence was up. Yep. I'm like, yo, I belong there. Yeah. So when I got into the camp, I know physically I was ready. Just did everything I could, running mountains. I did everything I could. You know, the Jerry Rice was always running mountains, so I'm like, all right, I got to do that. Running routes with the best guy. Yeah. So physically I was there, but the thing that got me, I guess for it, which would have been their reasoning, it was like they're throwing 40 plays at you every day to learn. And
40 plays every day to remember.
Yeah. So
different plays every day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So the play might come out as like split right, banana, XY, double flat, Z square, break. Just like that. And they say it once, really quick. And then you're like, I already got hearing issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
I already got hearing issues. So I'm sitting there, I'm like trying to process
what did he say?
Yeah, I got to run things through my head like 3 times. I'm like, shit, all right, did he say this word, that one? And I can't learn plays that fast.
Yeah.
Some teams don't require that. They just want to see if you can ball physically.
Right.
But for the Titans, they were looking for guys that would just remember plays really quick, just slip right, get right into camp, and they wouldn't have to coach them up too much with that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't fit that. I was just physically going to be that. I mean.
You didn't remember your plays at the time.
Not all of them. Like I wasn't.
40 plays a day is crazy. Yeah.
It was basically like that. And this is just for like the rookie camp. So I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do for it. Yeah, loosen it like that. I got you. So, that was a tough time afterwards because I was like, I know physically I prepared myself, and I'm not that dumb.
Yeah. That
there's over 200 guys in the NFL that are smarter than me. From all the schools they had gone to.
Right.
All the arrest.
Right, yeah.
You're going to tell me, like, they learned plays faster than me?
Yeah.
Like, and no, I was interviewed from the Cardinals before the draft.
Okay.
So I thought something might pop there and just.
This is during the Titans camp and stuff?
This was before, like when I was training for all the pro day stuff. So the Cardinals had called me. I did an interview with them. And they drafted 8 receivers that year. So there's no space in camp. So everywhere that might have been interested, it was just, I never ended up.
Fit the slot at the time, yeah.
Yeah, there was always like, if someone got hurt, all right, well, there's a couple of guys here. And I didn't get the number. So that's where I ended up starting to play in all these other places.
Yeah,
going to other tryouts.
So boom, yeah. So that's my thing. You could loosen it and then adjust it. Loosen it and then adjust it. So with the Titans, man, you tried out and then you didn't make it that day.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, boom. So then after now, you didn't make it with the Titans and you didn't make it with the Giants. How your agent hit you up and was like, "Yo, we going to semi-professional now"?
No. The agent it was said that, all right, you're gonna take this time period from May now until November. Be ready at any moment for a team to call you in. So it's just the mental gymnastics of every day.
You had to go get your own trainers and find a facility.
Yes.
Just
the gymnastics of seeing guys you trained with or play with still playing or getting brought in for tryouts. Guys you trained with. Now you're in the fit. You're one of the fish of the sea, and you're watching other people getting picked up, and you're just like, I got more yards than him in college. I ran faster than him. I did better than him in the tryouts, and like people just always get. I had 800 more yards than this guy in college. I had 6 like dudes that I played with in school, in college. They were on another college, put on a team, made it through everything, didn't hit my stats at all. I'm like, how does that?
The connection.
Possible? It was just a very frustrating time. That's all. So nothing happened for like another year from that moment. So you're just training, hoping something will happen.
Training just for a whole year.
It's very difficult. Like that's a very difficult.
He was working a job and stuff, making some money.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a real job like that. I was just doing BS.
At any point during this time, did you like have in your mind like, yeah, I'm about to just stop playing football?
It never made sense because my whole life was gearing up to that.
Yeah.
I didn't do drugs or hang out with certain people.
Yep. That's a fact.
Because of that.
Yeah.
That was always in my head. I didn't do bad things. I would leave events or moments, even if it was a good friend. If I thought they were going in a bad direction, then
you was gone. Yeah.
I had to leave it because I didn't want anything on my record. And shit, obviously it doesn't matter because this guy's getting signed with all that on the record. So,
right.
Maybe I should have. No, the way he's coaching now.
That's
when they got Corey Coleman. So he was Giants. He was a highly touted, drafted guy coming out of college. I was training with him. So like training with guys like that, I'm like, okay, I can do that shit.
And he was a wide receiver?
Yeah. So I'm there sweating with him, watching him like. That's a different subject, but there's a lot of guys like I had trained with, saw them fucking up, fucking around.
And do you feel like it's just the connections that you got that they had?
I went to a small school. That's it.
Okay.
I went to a small school.
Right.
If I did what I did, if I did half of what I did, but I went to like TCU, I'm probably signed and in camp fully with the team, not just like
I see what you're saying.
Rookie situation.
Yeah, so you got to go through the mud, and you going through the mud. Yeah,
bro, I had 1,100 yards in my senior year. Like, okay, it's D2. You know, some people do that, but guys will have 300 for their career and get on a team in the NFL,
right? Just
because they were like at FSU.
Yeah, wherever they whoever's representing them and stuff.
And the reps, yeah. So like certain people won't rep you because they're just like thinking, you know, the odds are low for you. Like, yeah, you might be good, but you know, statistically, it's probably not worth my time.
Right.
To do it, so
then boom, semi-professional football comes into play. What after that?
It's not semi-pro.
What is it? It's CFL.
It's pro.
Okay,
it's pro. The semi-pro is unpaid. Those are people that are paying to play.
Okay, excuse me. I take that back.
There's a lot of it's pro ball.
Okay,
yeah.
So what is it? The CFL?
So my first year out, I'm doing CFL tryouts and I'm going to indoor
after the Titans tryouts.
So I signed the Oakland Panthers. And this is 2019. So it's the spring of 2019. Remember how nice the spring of 2019 was before life changed? Yeah. So I'm going to all these tryouts. I went to a CFL tryout. They liked me. They wanted me to come back to a tryout in California and San Diego. So I was playing in Oakland. So all I had to do was take a 3-hour bus ride down.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we want you to come. Don't worry about paying for it. When a CFL team tells you don't have to pay for the tryout, they're actually interested in you. So I'm like, bet, like second workout, you know, I'm hitting all my numbers. I'm just going to go to Oakland, be in camp, try out and all that, and then go down to the CFL thing and maybe it pops off. It all works. Go to camp for the indoor. It's different, but it's fine. I get the starting job there, and the world stops.
COVID.
Just like that. All the momentum stopped, and this was a week and a half before the tryout. This COVID shut down everything 2 days before the game I had, the first indoor game we were going to play. We were about to play in where Golden State used to play when they first were popping off. I won't know the name of it.
In Cali.
Yeah. When they were still playing in Oakland. Not Staples, but like it was the shit. Like that was going to be a crazy place to play.
Yeah.
They were trying to fill it up and the world stopped. So CFL they dropped that year, and like I think it was the next. So no CFL traction.
This is for 2 years now.
Yeah, but and that next year when they weren't playing, I had indoor. So I went and played. I went and played for a team that didn't do very well. I got hurt.
Your ACL again or no?
Yeah, that was my ACL because the indoor it's like this.
Right. Okay.
That ground don't move. Boy. Yeah. It was a crazy time because I played on one team, pulled my hamstring. They cut me in camp because I wasn't running.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. I was limping. My Morgan, my big sis, we went to Mexico. She had some kind of trip. It was my birthday weekend too. So it's like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna go down there, just
enjoy
get my mind off of it, relax the body. I get called for another indoor team up in Arizona, just north of Phoenix from the team. And I go there. Play. I instantly get the starting spot after a couple of practices.
In Arizona,
yeah. And 8 games in, my best game yet ends. We're driving down the field to win the game, and just the foot got caught, and that turf is unforgiving.
And you tore it once more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then what? You didn't get the touchdown? You said you fell or something before?
I was going for the game-winning touchdown. It was a sweep to the right. Got the handoff. I reversed field, and
shit, you felt it. Boom! You had
there was a lead blocker there that could have got him. He decided to trot it on because of his position. Yeah, it's not his fault. It's football. Shit happens. The guy gets me. Leg stays. I went back and. Yeah, that was tough.
And that was, what team were you on when that happened?
Northern Arizona Wranglers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now you sit out again, right? Because you got to recover.
Yeah.
And what happened next?
When I talk about Mexico, I use that. When I do Mexico, yeah, that or that. What happens after that?
Yeah, after you had to recover again. I think this is the one that I seen when you started posting the recovery after this one.
I posted a lot of recovery stuff with this because it took me 679 days. Yeah, to get out of this to play again. So
and they still held on to you. They worked with you and everything. I
mean, yeah, I was supposed to. Like, they would have paid. They would since it's pro. Like this is pro ball. Guys are playing indoor,
and you get paid pretty decent money.
It's fine. It's not
to live and play.
They pay for your living situation and they'll feed you a decent amount. So it's very expensive to have a full football team. Like you gotta feed linemen. Yeah. Just feeding 2 linemen.
And elephants and tigers.
Yes, lions, tigers, bears, all that.
Shit.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Like they got the biggest appetite. So they take care of you. It's pro ball. You're getting paid. You're housed, all that stuff. And then insurance, they'll pay for your surgery. I'm insured on those teams, so they pay for that, therapy, all that. There was a little bit of a mix up. My trainer at home was like, don't go through them. Go through us. I'll find a surgeon that's better than theirs. Right. I shouldn't have listened.
Yeah, he was trying to get off on you. Get some extra.
I come back, go to his guy. He probably getting kicked back for having your hey, here's a referral. Right. Man. It
was bad service.
I come back. The surgeon wouldn't listen to me when I was saying like, hey, I have patella issues my whole life. I don't think we should take the patella graft. Yeah. He's like, no, it's fine. That's very successful. Like, just trust me, it's fine.
What's patella issues?
The patella is this right here. That's your patella.
Yeah.
That stringy thing that when you relax, it just
Yeah, it's
That's your
connected with
patella.
cartilage and shit.
Yeah. So they take a graft of that and put it in the ACL. So I always had like patella issues. You know, guys when they play basketball, they got this taped around there.
Right.
That thing. So I always had a little bit of pain there, and I'm like, I don't think we should use that for my surgery. I do it. Recovery took 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. And the therapist that was like the guy that was like, oh, go to him. He like cuts me off from therapy halfway through. Like I don't have my insurance had ran out at the time. And he's like, oh, well, you've done this before. You'll be fine. I'm like 2 months into recovery. It takes 6 months minimum.
Yeah.
I'm 2 to 3 months in. He's like, yeah, you'll be fine. You've done this before. Dead. Doesn't check on me. Have not spoken since.
Wow.
I'm sitting here like, what the fuck?
The dude that told you, come with me. And I got
so
you.
so
Yeah.
I lost the surgery they would have taken care of. I lost, they would have paid me during all this time I was injured. So that I would have gotten the game checks for maybe a year, but at least like 6 months. I would have got game checks.
And you didn't get none of that.
None of that because I went through his guy.
Wow.
And then my injury is just not recovering. I'm having to do therapy on my own.
Yeah.
So yeah, eventually I had a girlfriend at the time and she lived in Dallas.
Yeah.
So it just made sense to move down there. We lived together and I did more therapy down there, but I was paying for it. And that
out of pocket, it's
that,
crazy.
I'm still paying for that.
Right, yeah.
In some ways. But yeah, nah.
And now you recovered. You had to find recovery on your own.
Yeah, it took a while.
Right. And then so now, boom, from Arizona, how did you get to Mexico? Because now we playing in Mexico.
Yeah. I've recovered to a certain point when I was living in Dallas. Me and the ex, we had split at the time, so I started like, all right, it's time to move forward. Like, where am I playing now? Like, I'm ready. I have nothing holding me back. I need to get the fuck out of Dodge. Get the fuck out of Dallas.
Right.
So I first ended up going back to that Arizona team, and my body wasn't fully ready yet. Hamstring. Mm-hmm. Right, like 3 days in, I'm like, man. So I was just like, what's going on?
Like, yeah, these injuries, right?
Yeah. So they were just like, yeah, you're just injury prone. I'm like, nigga.
They trying to call you LeBron James.
Bro, my first ACL took 6 years for the next one, and I played indoor. Like, no, people get hurt in indoor. This place is crazy.
Right.
Like, so I was like, man, fuck that. Whatever. I don't care.
This was Arizona.
Yeah, this is Arizona. I was cool with it. I was like, you know what? I don't even want to play indoor at this point because it's not to me, it's not really football.
You want that authentic grass. Yeah.
So I moved to Vegas for a little bit right after that.
You was in Vegas. You moved out to Vegas. Yeah.
It was.
What brought you out that way though?
I had a connection to someone who was gonna, get me a job in one of the giant hotels.
And you were gonna go play football out there though. That's what.
No, I was just gonna train, live there, stack up bread.
Okay.
And at the time, I was kind of trying to figure somewhere else to play.
Yeah.
And basically, you good? You good right now? You good right now? I was trying to figure somewhere out to play, and the jobs didn't come through. And then eventually it was like, yeah, it's not gonna work. And I'm like, I'm not living out here on my own, Yeah. I drove back to Dallas and then drove back to Jersey. And as soon as I got to Jersey, it was like right before my birthday. We went out in Jersey City with a couple people. Yeah, we did.
Good times.
Yeah, it was good times. It just that crowd will be different now.
Yeah.
And so while like right before that birthday, the day of or 2 days, I get a call to go to Germany. So all this stuff happened within a month.
To go to Germany and ball out.
Yeah, actually, in a month and a half, I moved 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then Germany, I was there for 6 months. That was a good time.
5 times. You moved 5 times. And then Germany called you. What was the team in Germany that called you?
Saarland Hurricanes.
Saarland Hurricanes,
yes,
right.
Sir.
And you played for them for what, like a year or two?
No, that's just a season. It's just season contracts for all these teams that like the CFL and NFL will do multi-year contracts, but most of the other teams professionally don't do like more than 1 year.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
And they cut you a check off the rip, like when they tell you, come, we're going to cut you this check.
They fly you out, house you, feed you, pay you. It's not
the real deal.
Yeah, the NFL and CFL, like they pay you enough to go figure it out on your own.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but they can't afford doing all that. So,
right.
They just set it up so it's easy when you get there to transition. They give you money to go out, do whatever you want and eat.
Yeah.
So they flew me out. I was 4 weeks into the season when I had come out there already.
Yeah.
And that just balled out when I was there.
And that was in, where was that?
Germany.
Germany. What was it like living in Germany, bro?
It's different. It's peaceful though.
Yeah, the food was good and stuff.
It's healthier, but it's blander sometimes. But there's still a lot of good food. It's all good food.
Yeah.
Our food's all addicting and stuff because all the stuff they got in it. So
right. Yeah. How was the team out there? How was the competition playing in Germany?
It's not the same competition level.
So you was killing it out there. You was going crazy.
You can say that. It's just the full competition isn't the best. You can only have 2 Americans on the field at once.
What?
Yeah. So
snap.
Yeah, it's slower than Mexico. Mexico, you can have 8 guys on the field.
Oh, only 8 Americans?
You can have 8 Americans. So the game is way faster. You can hide some of the guys that might not know football as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So Germany was a time. It was like one of the most peaceful. It was very peaceful to live there.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like New Jersey. I won't even lie.
For real.
Just the trees are obviously different.
Yeah.
There's a huge language barrier.
Yeah.
Really nice people too. Like that. There's lifelong friends there too.
Yeah, that's dope.
And I would always go back there. So it's definitely that was a good time out there.
And then balling out in Germany. How did we get to Mexico from Germany?
I was recruited.
Straight from Germany?
Yeah. Someone on the team there, Devin Smith, he was already going to Mexico. So he was like, yo, we need this guy. Because we had played each other. And they recruited me. The paycheck sounded right. It's one of the better paying leagues in the world outside of the NFL and CFL. And I was like, bet.
Yep.
Fuck it.
I can ball out over there.
Yeah, I'm out. Germany ended with a we lost in the playoffs. It's the first time I went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And now I was just ready to get down to Mexico. That I got recruited down, and that was a hell of an experience in itself.
Yeah. What was the experience like? The crowd difference from playing in America to going overseas and getting up in the bigger leagues and stuff like that. Was it like a more intense feeling, like coming out to play and shit?
Germany doesn't have as much American football fans.
Mm-hmm.
So some teams have like great fans. Like there's a lot. And then most teams don't. Right. So you might play in front of a couple hundred one time. And then our last game, my last home game in Germany with the team, we played in, I might get it wrong. There was at least 10,000 people there for that game. Mm-hmm. So 10,000 people were at that game, and it was loud. Yeah, for a football game.
Is it hard? Is it harder to play when it's real loud?
I mean, in college, I played in front of 12,000, so it's really motivating. It's like a movie.
Yeah.
When you got that many people yelling at you, and they're the away team, they hate you and all that. And in college, we took down. They were ranked that year. They're going into playoffs. We ruined their season.
You took them off the list. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and that's a funny story because I ended up dating their cheerleader. We took
from their team.
Yeah, and we took down their team and all that.
She reached out. She was like, I need to talk to that.
No, this was after.
Touchdown score.
This is not like that. Making them sound white as hell.
I need to talk to that man.
I want to talk to that. And,
number 12. Now, what's your number?
In college, 8. High school, 3. Down in Mexico, 0. I didn't want 0. But now it just fits.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Zero.
That's dope. How the dudes in Mexico? They play rough, tough?
I'll just switch. Thanks. In Mexico, the way I would explain Mexico compared to like Europe, it's still, the game is still developing in a lot of different countries. The aggression in Mexico is that of like a lot of teams you would see in America. The guys want to play. Yeah, like they want to hit you.
Yeah, because Mexicans, they don't care. They take their helmet off and hit you.
I always say, and from all the countries I've played at, the best thing to create like defenders, what really does is trauma. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of trauma in Europe.
Right.
There's bad things that happen. Absolutely. But like guys have nicer lives there.
Got you.
You got people in America, guys coming from rougher upbringings, on average more.
Right.
People that,
Right.
So
Mexico, they really hungry.
Bro, niggas making out the hood, they're gonna hit you and try to kill you every hit.
Yeah.
When I go to Europe, I'm playing in Germany, and the guys just like they're just like hang out with their friends, not worried about anything, healthcare paying for everything.
Right, it's a different mentality on the
Dad
field.
And mom are there. Dad and mom are together. They're there at the game. I don't have to hit you that hard. It's not do or die. Mexico, it's like that
gritty.
They want to go at your head. They want a ball. They want to win. They want to play in the NFL. There's guys in the NFL from Mexico. Yeah. So like,
and you going to play in the NFL too. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah.
That's why I'm still playing. But like,
how old are you right now, JJ?
I'm 28.
Yeah.
So those guys want it. So the one thing I loved about Mexico is just like the intensity. Mm-hmm. So that's why I haven't like chosen to play in Europe over Mexico. The intensity, the pay, the fans. I mean, it's
the food, the environment. The food is not good.
It's weird, bro. I like the Spanish and Mexican, Latin, Hispanic food up here more. I don't know why.
Right, the seasoning or something.
I don't know. Well, maybe it's just when you go down there, they be cooking with bare hands.
Oh,
yeah. You got abuela in the back taking the little tortilla and flipping it with her bare hands, throwing it on the grill
all day long.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, and I just watch them pop out the bathroom. I'm like,
yeah.
You want me to
the little things? Yeah, in Mexico. Yeah.
Un gordita. You take it. I'm like, no.
And you learning. You've been learning some Spanish.
Mi español es muy malo, chico.
What that mean?
My Spanish is very bad.
Say it again. Mi español.
Mi español es muy malo.
Mi español es muy malo.
Yes.
Yeah, I kept up in Spanish class.
Did you?
Yeah, I just didn't I didn't have fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this, I don't understand.
Yeah.
What are you saying to me?
It's one of the easier languages. German, it's hard, bro.
You learned some German when you was out there in Germany?
I did, but don't ask me to speak too much. Like, the German was just, I learned a lot of bad things to say there, but mein Deutsch ist, like, it's
mein Deutsch ist.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
My German is, and I forgot what bad is.
I got you what you're saying. Yeah. So that's what you would tell all the chicks. Mein Deutsch ist.
No, you could.
Mami.
You could say a couple of things if you were going to talk to a girl. There's many, but we're not going to turn this into a language.
Yeah.
No, it's tough.
It's been one hell of an experience.
Yeah.
What has been your most fun experience, your most memorable experience thus far on your journey through this football career?
Man, playing, it's always just the memories with the guys, really. That's what the memories with the guys is what you really remember most. Like the locker rooms, the traveling with everybody. Me personally, it's just always like the crowd, scoring, winning, all that. Of course, in the end, you just want it all to end up, at the highest level with the NFL.
Yeah.
So,
and you still connected. Yeah, you still connected with a lot of people that are on that level. Like you're on that level, but people that are actually,
people through just still
bridges.
Playing. Yeah, people through still playing. So you just
stay ready.
Going. Yeah, it's not really knowing people at this point. It's just like the film out, and if they fuck with it, or you got an agent that's gonna push the right buttons.
Yep. Have you ever been hit so hard that it took you a second to get up? Yeah, you too fast.
Let them touch me.
Yeah,
that's one thing I want to remember. I want to remember my grandkids. I want to be able to talk to them.
No CTE.
There's gonna be. I've taken hits. It's not good that you play football. You're still gonna have some brain damage from it.
Yeah.
But I, luckily, knock on wood.
Right.
I don't know if that's what.
No, that's wood. Yeah, you good.
Yeah. Knock on wood. I haven't had to worry about that. I like to keep it that way. Yeah. I play very aware of my surroundings. I'm always watching.
Yeah.
So I haven't had to deal with that. In college, this was not my welcome to college. I ran a drag route. You know what that is?
Drag route. Explain it.
So you'll be a receiver, and you basically just run down the line right in front of the lineman. Mm-hmm. When the ball is snapped, the linemen are here. You just run right in front of them, in front of the linebackers. That are facing the QB.
Yeah.
So I did that, and I didn't look at the linebacker. I just ran straight down the line at the QB. And within 5 yards in college, you can hit the guy.
Right.
So they just decleated me.
Before you caught the ball.
I didn't get it thrown at me. They knew I was going to die.
Oh.
Yeah. I never got touched again. That was the last time.
Yeah, you
I had
learned
that happen
from that.
one
You
time.
say,
Bet.
Yeah. Back
You'll
to
never
the
touch me again.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy. It took you a second to get up when you got hit up like that.
You don't want them to see that.
Right, yeah. You get up, shake it off.
Yeah, you don't want them to see that. I was like, damn, that was crazy. That was my shit. I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's allowed?
Yeah.
And yeah, I learned quick.
Yeah.
I learned quick.
100%. So what's the plans for JJ Hopp, man? What's on your bucket list right now? You know what I'm saying? With football, it's taking you all around the world, different places. It's a beautiful thing. Like
right now,
you living your dreams right now.
Yeah, right now the red button on the top. Yeah. The red button on the very top. Yeah. You gotta pull that. Here, give it to me.
Yeah.
This is the
intermission break.
No, we good. Yeah. It's good. It's set. Right now, my main thing.
What's the aim?
Right now, I'm just worried about when we get to Mexico, we come back with a ring. I want one. And
you got one, yeah. Speaking on that ring,
yeah. This is from college.
Yeah.
But right now, the main thing we're trying to go to Mexico and get a ring. That's all we're worried about. So I've just been preparing, helping with a lot of recruiting, helping the guys just build a camaraderie. I got the QB coming out. We're going to be training for a little bit before we get down there to camp.
Dope.
All I want to do is come back a winner from Mexico. I want to lead the league in stats, catch receivers, all that. If any of those things are short, then it's a failure of a season. You want to come back as a champion, like undisputed.
Yeah.
So that's been my whole goal for this whole off season right now, heading down there. Because if I do that, someone from there has already gone to like the UFL.
Mm-hmm.
You go to UFL, you can still get looked at from there to go higher. So that's where my mindset is at right now. Making Mexico this the best year that Gallos Negros have had ever. I mean, they went to a championship one time and didn't win. So
this is the year with JJ's bringing that win to y'all.
Trying to get that ring. So
Yeah. What's the name of the team?
Gallos Negros.
Yeah, I heard that. Gallos Negros. Yeah. My man JJ Hopp taking y'all to the. What do they call it? What do they call? What's the bowl they call it? It's the UFL, the professional. You said which league is this?
LFA.
LFA.
So, Liga de American Football.
Liga de American Football. Yeah. So what is it? What do y'all go to the Super Bowl? What bowl is that? Because you're gonna take them there.
Well,
we speaking it. One Life Podcast, episode 37.
I don't worry about the name. I just want to get there.
Yeah, he said, I don't know the name. It might be the Super Bowl. It might be the Mexican Bowl. Which one is it? They do call it a bowl. It's a championship game. That's what I just look at it. How many games do y'all got to play?
To go and win.
Right.
Yeah. How many games right now? Well, it's supposed to be like 8 to 10. Then you got the playoffs for 2. So it could be 12 to 10 games on there.
Fire.
Right now. Yeah.
And you starting and everything. Yeah, everything is smooth on this side.
Yeah, I mean, we were, me and the other receiver, top 5 in the league last year.
Good
receiving,
shit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's not good enough. We need to be number 1.
Yep, and we coming for him.
And that's what we're going for. So getting down there, win a damn ring, come up on top, undisputed, best receivers. That, like, if anything short of that, that's how everyone's supposed to be approaching life.
Right.
Like, whatever you want to do, you should be like, let's go be the best.
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's what you should strive for. So that's what we're working with.
Amen to that. Yep. And so now, when it is time for you to go to the NFL, what team would you want to go and play for?
I don't give a damn.
You don't care?
I don't give a damn.
I know you said you had a favorite team, but
I mean, catching passes from Joey B, that'd be something. But if they didn't want me, I mean, they didn't recruit me the first time, so.
You don't care where you go.
I don't care.
You just ready to ball out. Let's go. Yeah, that's right.
Cut me that check. Bring me to camp. At least I'm just trying to. The main thing, I just want to get into camp, and within a lot of amount of time, I know that I can prove myself there. I just need to be there.
Right.
Like, it can't be this one day shit. So
to develop. So you need to be there. Like that one day shit. You don't have no time to develop.
You get no comfort. You get no comfort. It's all just like new hopping and bouncing around. You don't know what the hell's going on. So I'm not really worrying about if I get a couple days in. It's just getting the foot in the door.
Yeah. And
that's what I'm trying to do with this Mexico thing. Like, if you just make it so difficult for them to be like, yo, maybe he shouldn't be. Like, if you make it so difficult that they can't keep you out.
Right. That hunger, that grind.
That's what the whole goal is for this season. That's why I'm going back there. I'm going to this team. I put in so much damn work recruiting.
Yeah.
I train all this damn time for like by myself.
Yeah.
Like
dedication.
None of that. Like out
Hard
there
work
working out when no one's there.
Yeah.
Do that. Yeah.
It's coming. God hears your prayers and sees your work ethic, and he just he opens those doors at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's coming.
Yeah.
So one thing I love to ask all of my talented guests that come onto the One Life podcast, this is One Life podcast episode number 37. What is some positive, motivational, inspirational advice that you could give the audience watching out there, those out there chasing their dreams on their way to a successful one life, man? What is some great advice you could give the people out there, man?
That's a good question. There's so many avenues to go with that. Just know that the cream always rises to the top, you know? So you shoot for the stars, you land among the clouds, like you still did well. Sometimes it's not bad, in my opinion, to have goals that seem outlandish, because if you even get halfway there, you still improved. And it should almost sound crazy to people when you say what you're wanting to do. Because if you go on that path, you can go so much further than if you were just like complacent about it. You're like, you know what, just sliding through life. Because I don't think as a human race, if we were always going like that, everyone's just like, it's smooth, take it easy. I don't need to work on this sculpture for 12 hours. I don't need to work on the sculpture for 24 hours. Sleep there, like Michelangelo or something. Like I'm pretty sure it was either him or some others. Like,
right.
Stay there. You work all day and night. When just so many people in history that would do anything great, they went at it psychotically. So anything you want to do in life, just go a little harder.
Right.
Just give it a little bit more.
Yeah.
When you're getting tired, just be like, all right, this is when someone else would quit. So I got to go a little bit further, and you won't regret that.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah, man. JJ Hopp, man. One Life Podcast.
One Life Podcast.
Episode number 37. That was dope, man. Thank you for coming through, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, this was an honor, man. You brought some merch for me too, right? Some signed merch?
Yeah, let me get that for you.
Yeah, where's it at, man? Like,
I accidentally left it.
No, you didn't, son.
So
what?
I have to ship that out. I'm going to ship that out.
You're going to have to ship that out. Yeah, I need a signature, signed jersey,
I had
a helmet, a glove.
I had a ticket. What it was going to be, because like I don't get that much merch from the places, but it was
but something that you wore.
Yeah, it was a ticket from the game. My first game last year in Mexico, touchdown, punt return, and a receiving one, so it was a crazy game for us. So
mail it to me.
I'm going to get that to you. Yeah.
100%, because I'm going to put it in the room, man.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, this was dope, man.
Yeah,
my man JJ Hopp. We grew up together. We was peewees together, you know what I'm saying?
RG.
Yeah, RG days, Montville days, Suburban days.
Man.
Yeah, man. And now this is what's going on, man. We chasing our success in this one life, and God, through God's will, we gonna make it to the top of that pyramid.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, day by day. One Life Podcast, episode 37. There you have it. My man, JJ Hopp.
Appreciate it.
Stay tuned, man. Keep doing great things. Keep chasing your success, and keep being the best for you and your family. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? One life. We out.
Yes, sir.
My nigga. My nigga.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.